My name is Khalil Al-Musawi. I'm the ambassador of the Republic of Iraq in Japan. I'm honored to participate in this program to talk about the common denominator between Iraq and Japan, especially in the field of rice plantation. Iraq is the country known in the history of the Mesopotamia country. The Mesopotamia means the country between the two rivers. The two rivers of Iraq is the Tigris and the Euphrates. They both enter Iraq from the north, the far north, from the northeast and northwest, and they create the valley of water, which it narrow the distance between them until they meet at the south of Iraq, creating the river of the Arab River, which goes into the sea, the Arabian Sea. The area between these two rivers is famous for its land, which is a unique creation of mud suitable for plantation of the rice. Also, these two rivers created an area of the marshland. The marshland represents 27% of the land of Iraq, which is a unique environment for the rice plantation in Iraq. Over the centuries and thousands of years, the rice has been the main plantation in the area. The Iraqi rice, worldwide known as number one, for the four characteristics. It consists of the very high protein, the long grain, the brilliant white color of the grain, and also the very famous aroma of the rice. The Iraqi fields for the rice is enormous, and it is sufficient to supply not only the local market, but also supply neighboring countries. The common denominator between Japan and Iraq in plantation of rice, it is the main dish on the Iraqi kitchen. It is our must be on the table dish, and also we extract from the rice multi other food like sweet and drinks and so on. Thank you.
Minasan konnichiwa. Watashi wa Yordan taishi no Lina Annab desu. Message video o goran itadaki arigatou gozaimasu. Mada Nihongo no benkyou chū nanode koko kara eigo hanashimasu. Gomen nasai. Hello everyone, my name is Lina Annab. I'm the ambassador of Jordan in Japan. I'm very happy to be welcoming you here at the embassy. I'm also very happy to be presenting a message to a festival that I like very much, that is very close to my heart, and that is Minna no FUJISAN Shidama Festa wa 2020. Unfortunately, this year the festival was it was not possible to hold the festival because of COVID-19. The festival was supposed to take place in 17 cities in Japan, celebrating rice planting and rice harvesting, and this had to be cancelled because of the pandemic that we are going through. I know how sad it is because I was there last year in Atsugi. I saw rice harvesting. I enjoyed it very much. I saw the prayers that took place. I saw the celebrations. I saw the children playing. I saw everybody coming together in celebrating this wonderful tradition that is very deep in the heritage of Japan. I know this year it was not held, but I am sure next year it will be held, and we will be all celebrating it even more, knowing how important it is that we have it every year and how sad we are this year that it was not held. COVID-19 has brought with it a lot of hardship, a lot of sadness, a lot of challenge, but it also brought us a very important message, a message of how similar we are, a message that this virus has shown that there is no difference between us. It did not distinguish between creed, color, religion, even borders. It has reminded us how similar we are. It has reminded us of the message of peace, and peace that calls for all of us to be one with one another, that calls for all of us to be together with one another. This is my message today, and this I would like to also say, this has always been the message of my country, the message of Jordan, to have peace with one another, to have peace in everything that we do, and to have peace as the basis and the guiding light that guides us in everything that we do in our relationship as human beings. Today, this pandemic has really impacted us in a way that reminds us how important that we continue to emphasize our humanity, to emphasize our solidarity with one another. And this is what I would like to be sending to all. I'd like to be sending my best wishes. I can speak for my country as well. The best wishes and true sincere prayers that this pandemic will be over soon, that we will be all once again together, that this social distancing that we are now emphasizing will be a reminder for us how important it is for us to come back closer to one another. And maybe with distancing this time, it reminds us how important for us not to be so distant from one another. Maybe we have been physically distanced, but I think morally, I think emotionally, and I think on a very deep and important level, we have come much closer to one another. Thank you to all the people who have made our lives so easy in going through this pandemic. Thank you for everyone who makes peace, who calls for peace, and who works towards peace, because if we are reminded of one thing this time, this very difficult time, it is how important that we live in harmony and that we live in love and peace with one another. Thank you very much, and I'm so happy that I'm still in touch with this wonderful festival, and I promise you next year I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be enjoying it much more than I did last year, because now I know how important it is. Thank you very much.
こんにちは皆様、お元気ですか？私はリトアニアの大使ゲディミナス・バルブオリスです。Thanks to this FUJISAN WA project, I was able to experience not only rice planting, but also rice harvesting together with people of Ushiku. And I must say that I really enjoyed this experience, which allowed me not only to learn about the traditions in Japan, but also made me realize that Lithuania and Japan share the very similar connection to our land, and our both countries share the generosity that the land provides us. Therefore, let's overcome this corona crisis together, and let's keep our hope that next year Tokyo Olympic and Paralympic Games will take place, and I really hope to see you again and to have a further exchange with you for the benefit of relations between Lithuania and Japan. どうもありがとうございます。
Hola, muy buenas tardes. Es el embajador de Venezuela en Japón, Seiko Ishikawa. 皆様、こんにちは。駐日ベネズエラ大使 石川と申します。グローバル地玉フェスタの皆様には大変長くお世話になっております。今年、残念ながらこのコロナで、田植えが実現、できなかったんですが、でも、これをですね、ぜひ皆様と一緒に乗り越えることを確信しておりますので、次にこの田植えと稲刈りが、来る時を大変楽しみにしております。で幸いなことに、私田植えに参加させていただいた時にですね、撮った写真が日本における外交官の、フォトコンクールでですね、受賞されまして、大変、皆さんに感謝しております。その写真が、これです。で何よりもですね、こういう形で日本の田植えの文化を多くの外交官に知って、もらい、その日本の大切なお米の文化をですね、世界に知っていただき、この日本と長くもう何千年に日本の国を、日本の社会を支えてきました、この大切な、ものがもう世界で発信して、世界にも、より良い環境を作る、ことになるのを確信して、皆さんにとともに感謝したいと思います。これからも末永い活動、とご成功を祈っております。ありがとうございます。
Konnichiwa minasan, nama saya Sri Nuryanti. Saya Atase Pertanian di Kedutaan Besar Republik Indonesia di Tokyo. Saat ini saya akan menyampaikan selamat kepada keluarga saya di Fuji Yoshida City, Prefektur Yamanashi, atas panen pada tahun 2020. Saya bersyukur di pertanian tetap berlangsung dengan baik meskipun pandemi COVID-19 sedang berlangsung. Kita wajib bersyukur adanya panen di musim autumn ini meskipun terjadi banyak wabah di dunia. Dan sebagai wujud rasa syukur pada saat ini, saya akan melakukan doa khusus agar pandemi COVID-19 segera berakhir di Jepang dan di seluruh dunia. Di Indonesia, kami juga melakukan pesta kecil seperti yang kita lakukan pada tahun lalu sebagai bentuk perwujudan terima kasih kepada Tuhan atas rahmat panen yang diberikan, yang telah ditanam oleh petani. Menjadi petani adalah bakti kepada dunia, karena kita menyediakan pangan. Saya berdoa semoga COVID-19 segera berakhir. Terima kasih Fuji Yoshida City telah memberi kesempatan saya untuk mengucapkan selamat dan doa kebaikan. Konnichiwa, arigatou gozaimasu.
FUJISAN 地玉フェスタファンの皆さん、お世話になっております東郷共和国大使館のジュールス観光へアリュアヨムと申します。いつもお世話になっております。初めて田植えに参加させていただいたのは2015年でした。その時に、実感したことは、その稲を植える前に神様に捧げるもの、お米、お酒、卵、たくさんありましたが、それも私の国トーゴも同じ、主食はお米ではないんでしょうけど、トウモロコシ、芋類、豆などが芽なんです。それを植える時も同じように、神様にまずそういうものを捧げる。 ので非常に印象的だったとは、稲を植える機械ではなく手でやるのが、自分の手でやったのはそれが初めて。それでお米に対する大切さといいますか、その命の大切さをまた改めて実感しましたので、その後はお米をもっともっと大切にしております。一粒一粒の中に非常に命が入ってますので、絶対に捨てないようにしております。これからも日本の子どもの、皆さんにそういう伝統のことを伝えていただいて、世界に広がっていただければ、それこそ和のまた神話になるのではないでしょうか。どうもよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。